Yo, what's up? This is Supreem the Rezarekta from Supreem in the newest brand from the Rezarekta Team Underdog. Yo, stay tuned for Dance 24/7. Get your boogie on.
Hi everyone, welcome to Happy Feet Dance Network. Again, we are a program to bring you information about dance, culture, and community. And today we're honored to have a wonderful guest, as all of our guests are. I am so happy because this person, I knew their family, I know Jamal's family, I know where his heart is with his passion with entertainment. He is a hip hop artist who's traveled throughout the country. I believe you've done some international travel as well. And today he's going to tell us his story, how he got started, and what drives your passion. And I call him Supreem the Rezarekta. You can look him up on Google.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Philadelphia guy who loves my city. Did a lot for my city through TV, film, music, and basically I'm a hip hop artist who started early on in I guess the late 90s, put out our first record, and I've been doing it. I love to entertain. I like to entertain people. I got a passion for people and God and just having fun. Like my new mantra is peace, unity, love, knowledge, and having fun. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's me in a nutshell.
Well now, how did you begin? You said you were inspired by what artists? I mean, I'm just imagining you as a little kid and you're watching, at that time, was hip hop.
Well, the funny thing, hip hop, when I was little, there was soul music. My mother loved music. My mother loved the Temptations, Supremes, Motown, period. So yeah, I grew up with Motown. And my uncle loved funk. As 70s came along, it was Parliament,
That's what it is. She was
James
funk,
Brown,
Funketeers.
Funketeers. He was a Funketeer. He loved funk
Bootsy.
music. Bootsy. He loved all those guys. So that's who I related to musically. Like I listened to I just remember listening to DAS and taking like a bunch of pans. Like you remember the sewing kit, where all the sewing kit was always in them old cookie tins.
Yes.
To me, that sounded like a snare. So I think more than anything, I think the beat really got me. That pat, pat, pat. So that beat got me, so I made my own little cans and set them up, and I would just play and bang. Like I never even became a drummer. That's the crazy part about it. From that makeshift setup, so I would play to the stuff I hear on DAS. But the thing that really got me to hip hop was when it came along, like I couldn't sing, but I love Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I love James Brown, but I couldn't sing. I mean, I could dance, I guess, but I couldn't sing. I know I couldn't sing as good as Michael Jackson. You know, as a kid, like, you know, it's coming up. I'm looking at him grow up too, as a young kid to a man. So when hip hop came along, I guess in '79, I was like, me and my aunt was listening to the radio, and I heard hip hop, the hibbit, and I'm like, this is something I can do. And I just told myself from then on, I guess we didn't even have a name for it, so I was like, I'm a rapper. So from then I told everybody I was a rapper, so I could freestyle real good, and I could just do it easily. Without anything written, I didn't write nothing. I just knew I could rap. So when I moved to Jersey or Virginia, they was like, you rap. So I rapped. So I rapped against people, and I seen rap records, because at that point records was being made. But I never took it as like, this is gonna be the job. I just knew I could do it. I didn't know how well or how bad I could do it, but I knew people liked it when I did it. So that's pretty much. So really, those musicians and musical icons inspired me. But the hip hop itself, the culture itself being born is what made me do what I do today.
You were there right in the beginning.
I was there from the beginning.
So when you perform, are you the writer? Are you telling a story? What happens?
Sometimes I tell a story. Like some songs I got are real storytellers. Like they, you know, like I said, I'm a hip hop entertainer. A lot of times is to entertain. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Most of the time is entertain, and then I throw my personal message in there, and then I might throw a godly message in there, because I get messages from God that I feel like people might not get directly from the Bible, but maybe I got it from the Bible, and I could put it in the terms that, you know, I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm talking for God, sometimes I feel like I'm talking for me, and then sometimes I feel like I'm talking to the people so they can just have a good time. Hence, the dancers in the line dance community all over the world is just, they want to be entertained. They want to dance. They don't want to hear the message all the time. A lot of time they want to do their steps, and that's, I perform for them. And then some people going through a bad day, I perform for them. And somebody needs that word. Somebody might need a word from God that might can't hear it directly through him, so then I'll be his messenger too. So, you know, that's just a all around entertainment. I guess they call it, back in the day, we call it a prophet.
Yeah.
Because he was the man. He was the man that could do whatever the people needed.
That's right.
So I want to be the man that can do whatever the people need.
Well, let's see if we can go to one of the videos to give us a closer look at your story. And what's the name of that video?
Which one?
The one where you with your daughter and your sister, and I mean your aunt and your.
Oh, you talking about the Gimme? With,
Gimme.
Gimme with Whitney Payton.
Can we get a clip of Gimme?
Yeah.
Right, people out here, we on Toxic Radio, ready to listen to this new hit track by MC Shakalaka Ding-a-Ling.
Shaka, bringing it down for the people know. That's how I get it, 'cause you know I go. Yeah.
Funk that. We interrupt this program right now to bring you some real hip-hop music. Got that gimme, and forget that shamalama dum-dum. Peace.
Got that gimme, want that gimme, hip-hop lifestyle, funk that gimme, East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme, down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Got that gimme, want that gimme, hip-hop lifestyle, funk that gimme, East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme, down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Picture me falling off, I ain't gon' picture that. Something I want, you might as well give me that. I ain't gon' give it back. Tired of sitting back, waiting for what? We on like a fitted cap. Give me a minute, Jack. It's been a minute back. Putting down dollars, only getting a penny back. What's the sense in that? Crazy the way I act. Try to jump off, y'all pulled me right back. Hook like smoking crack. Ain't much hope in that. How you gon' shine? Whole world trying to rap. Where's the winners at? Blame the internet. Ain't nothing hot like bringing the winner back. Plenty of sinning that. Many caught in the trap. Money, guns, drugs, waking up in the Maybach. Taking them way back. Wearing a way cap. You want something hot? Call Supreem and the A-Man. Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip-hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip-hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme.
Give me the snare, give me the bass, give me the love, give me the hate. Even everything between, if I don't get it, I'ma take it. Hey, sick of waiting, yeah, I'm really out of patience when I roll up in the place yelling Assalamu alaikum. What? Go get it, yeah, everybody knows that. So far ahead, your current style is my throwback. I make you go back, rewrite your whole track. When I rap, no filter like a phone app. Oh snap, hashtag that's a piece so sick.
We really love that video, Gimme, because tell us a little history about that, because a lot of people want to create and develop. We met with Roz Fulton on our last video interview, and she is a film producer, and she talks about how people can set things up for themselves to record and create their own videos. Give us a little history on how you did that, because Whitney Payton is, but she does national tours.
Yeah,
right?
yep.
And how did that whole thing come
Well,
about?
the funny thing with the whole, I was out. We did a song together for my album, maybe about 2-3 years ago, for my album that I did with the whole band, Supreem and the New Experience, when I first put the new band together. And my producer got her on it. So me and her became cool. And then we ended up sharing the same producer. The girl who actually, Ali A. Mac McGuire, produced Gimme, is a producer of her, Whitney's earlier stuff too. So what happened was, we were just friends, bump into each other, and we already had our collaboration that I had on my record. So she was like, you should come on tour with me. And I was like, I'd love to go on tour with you. She was like, we need a song. So I was like, all right, well, let's put this song together. But the song that we did actually ended up on her latest album. It didn't even come out yet, but we did that first. So then I was doing my solo album away from the band, just me, with A-Mac, Ali. and we did Gimme. So she was like, I want to get on Gimme. So I was like, so I took my second verse off, put her verse on, and it was butter.
Wow.
So from there, she went on tour. So she was like, I want to go on tour. I want you to come with me. We want to perform.
Where did you tour?
I want to perform Gimme. Well, this was before the national tour, which was all last year, which was all this year, from 2016. We've been on tour for 10 months. So we did every city, state, except for maybe like Maine and Vermont.
Wow.
So other than that, so we did like 5 national tours back to back. But before that, in 2015, she did a whole national tour and then a few headlining spot dates from like Philadelphia all the way to like mid to Chicago. So we were just traveling for 2 years. For 3 years, 2 years we traveled nonstop. And before then, I was with another partner of mine, a guy named Bruce, and me and him went up and down the Midwest from Detroit, California, on down. And that right there, that's like that's the beginning. That's '96.
That picture there, the Rezarekta.
Yeah, that's with Dr. Shock, Dark World Entertainment. That's the original group, the Regulators, with my same DJ, the guy DJ Exotic D.
Which one is he?
The one with the glasses.
Okay.
That's not, we 13 years old.
And what's his name?
Exotic D.
Exotic D.
And my partner Kick, he ended up just getting married, so that's what made me have to go on.
And what about this cover?
Now this was Supreeme.
I like this.
That's Supreeme and the New Experience. That's when I went started the band. I just left the Rezarekta.
So you have your own band?
Right.
Okay.
So I left the Rezarekta, and I just wanted to go more funky and soulful. So I went to the Supreeme and the New Experience. Now that's when I left the Regulators, the original Regulators.
So this is the original Regulators.
And I became, I always wanted to keep the name alive on things. So I became Supreeme the Regulator from the Regulators. So I was by myself with my DJ. We made Dr. Shot, Dark World Entertainment. We made solo records. And then from there, I got into the live band thing and started the band with Simple Supreeme. Then we started the Rezarekta. It was like 8 years strong. And a guitar player got breast cancer 5 years ago, and we had to shut that down. And I just didn't want to stop because we was on such a high note. I didn't really want to stop that. So I started Supreeme and the New Experience to keep it moving. But thank God she beat breast cancer.
Thank God.
We just got the word maybe last week that she's healthy. She beat it.
Remission.
Gone. So we like things are bubbling. Like we just
Beautiful.
like missing each other. All the original the Rezarekta, which is my name now because I wanted to keep the name alive.
Consistent.
So I became Supreeme the Rezarekta as a solo artist, so everybody would know that I come from a band called the Rezarekta. Keep it consistent. But Supreeme and the New Experience was just totally new. It was just David Ivory, Chuck Treese, my DJ. We just wanted to make a record that was just funky. Not rocky, not hip hop, just funk.
So the lyrics, you wrote them.
Yes, I write all the lyrics. I've never had a co-writer or a ghostwriter.
And that's where the money is. Maybe you want to talk to my audience a little bit about how they can benefit from writing their own lyrics.
Yeah, actually, publishing is huge in the music business. Publishing is, so if you write your own stuff, which a lot of pop singers, that are your favorite artists, don't write their own stuff. There's always other artists or either somebody that just have the knack for writing and just a fear for stage. They write the lyrics and the record companies buy those songs and give them to the pop artists and they blow up. So not a lot of pop artists, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jackson wrote a lot of his stuff. I think Prince wrote a lot of his stuff. But a lot of these Britney Spears, they got songwriters. Lady Gaga wrote a lot for Britney Spears. And then came along and bought herself, like, these my songs, why can't I do them? And made a gazillion dollars on it. But you got artists like Lionel Richie, who's been writing from day one. Smokey Robinson, who's been writing from day one. And for Smokey wrote The Temptations, Smokey wrote The Supreme, Smokey wrote almost every person in Motown. So imagine his publishing, you could make more money in publishing than actual performing, mechanical, which is me physically making the record, me physically writing the record. The producer is a writer, because he writes or she, like my lady producer,
But what
she writes the
inspires
beat.
you? Because you have, okay, in your explanation of being inspired, there's hip hop versus rap.
Right.
And I tried to look up something. I tried to see some opinions from Flavor Flav, but I have a
Wrong
quote
guy.
here.
No, it's Flav. Love you, Flav.
I have a quote here from KRS-One.
Right.
Okay, he is known as the hip hop philosopher. And he was saying that he wants the integrity to stay in place and for people to not get into this whole mass producing and watering down
Right.
the quality and messages that people are bringing. He wants the purpose to remain and evolve
See,
in the business.
hip hop is the culture. That's what I fell in love with when I was a kid.
So hip hop is a
I
culture.
fell in love with the culture. I fell in love with the hip hop and the elements of hip hop, which was graffiti, breakdancing, DJing, rapping, and that whole movement, which I say the movie Wild. See, we looked, me and my DJ, we was kids. We looked at Beat Street Breaking and Wild Style the same day with my mother. My mother took me to see all 3 movies, and I thought she was gonna die because she said all I heard was boomity boomity boom. But I appreciate her taking me because that changed my life. That made me want to get into the culture of hip hop from Philadelphia, which is hip hop began in New York. So we was right there, an hour and a half away. I got cousins that visited New York, so I get to see what it's like to really be in the Bronx with the Cool Hercs and the Grandmaster Flashes and the people, the forefathers, the African Bambadas
That's who they have,
that
the
invented
right.
this thing,
Right.
that really took it to the next level and called it hip hop. So I was there to see it. I watched it on the movie. And still not knowing that at that point we writing graffiti, we just drawing on everything. We just wanted to be graffiti artists and we wanted to be break dancers. We just wanted to do it all. We wanted to rap, we wanted to do
The whole
everything.
experience.
The whole experience. And then from the culture, that's just the way of life of what you live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's just about, and it unites black, white, Latino, and poverty, ghetto. It's something that we had created from nothing. Like, we don't have instruments, guitars. You had turntables and a microphone. Yeah. So everything in hip hop was born out of creativity. You have dance steps, the bop, and Lindy Hop, the cha-cha. Nobody ever heard of breakdancing?
Right.
Actually, even though pieces of breakdancing are taken from those high energy dances, which in tune got kids spinning on the floor. And then they battling each other instead of shooting each other. So we rap battling. We break dance battling. Who got the best artwork? That's a culture. Ain't got nothing to do with rap. Rap is just something we do. Rap is really the job that's in the land of hip hop. Because you could also be a DJ in the land of hip hop. You could be a dancer in the land of hip hop.
Right.
You could be so what they doing now with the kids down, they just forget about hip hop. So they forget like it came from something. Like I never met, and I've been in the rock world where we play instruments and I've been in the front man for a band, but I've never heard a musician say they didn't pick up their instrument because of Jimi Hendrix. Or I didn't start a band because of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm inspired by whatever band inspired them. Rap now is like, you think it just came from you. But nah, you got inspired by something. I was inspired by Wu-Tang. I was inspired by Run DMC. I was inspired by the Record Rappers
Did you ever
Delight.
meet anybody from Wu-Tang?
Oh yeah, I'm an affiliated member of Wu-Tang through my brother.
Right, tell me some juice.
Judah Priest.
Give me some tea, a little something on Wu-Tang.
Well, Wu-Tang is a whole cup of, what did you say, tea?
Red man.
That's a whole tea
Method
factory.
man.
But it's a family. And it's one of the families that's like, it's like any other family. We might not get along all the time,
Together.
but you better not say nothing about my brother.
Okay.
You better not say nothing about my cousin. They stick together. That's a nine, and like one of my inspirations from Wu-Tang definitely was like the Method Man and ODB. God rest in peace.
Yeah, go ODB.
So ODB was like,
Older.
started Brooklyn Zoo. So Brooklyn Zoo, because every one of them have their own little thing.
Broke off into
Right, so the Brooklyn Zoo had our brother Buddha Monk, the Sons of Man, Hellraiser, and they raised Judah Priest. And Judah Priest enlisted me and a few other MCs, and we became the 144,000 chosen few.
Wow.
Which was like another, we had a nice little crew that we was pushing. So we're family. So Wu-Tang is definitely in my heart. And like their manager called me the Philly Wu-Tang connection because I've been dealing with Wu-Tang since they first came out. Like I opened for them. I showed each member, I hung with each member. I went shopping with Method Man, Cherry Hill Mall. Him and Red. Oh yeah, he's funny. But he's funny. He's funny. Hilarious. Like
What about Redman?
Redman is hilarious. funny.
What's your favorite song? We like, I think it was Pitbull. What's your favorite?
Wu-Tang song? My favorite Wu-Tang song? Well, actually, the first album
Was the best.
was the best album ever.
It was raw.
And it was raw. And it's the worst probably recorded album in history. Like RZA was a genius because he made those dirty sounds and them dirty records. You can party to them to this day, but you can't. The quality of those records is so bad. Like if you put a Def Jam record against a Wu-Tang record, you got to turn the Wu-Tang record all the way up. But I mean the earlier stuff. The earlier stuff.
Okay, we're going to take a quick little break.
Yes.
And we have some videos. We have one more video and a couple photos we'd like to show you. Okay, so we'll be right back. Thank you.
Yeah, rum shaking. Let's talk about something real. Come on, let's talk about it.
There's a war going on inside. Do I let it go or do I let it ride? There's a war going on inside. Why go left when I wanna do right? There's a war going on inside. Life starts to slip, I start to slide. There's a war going on inside. Do the right thing and everything will be tied.
There's a whole lot of hell, somebody put me to heaven. ASAP, I'm in need of a blessing. Life is a lesson and the teacher is hard. I hate to be stressing, I'm believing in God. I got a good job and a couple of kids. The more that I make, man, the more that I give. If it ain't one thing, I swear it's another. Get one thing going and two things crumble. I don't like to grumble. Happy go lucky. Got two baby mamas, neither one of them want me. The road gets bumpy, but I strive to thrive. Even overcame trigger cause of DUI. My eyes seen a lot, but there's more to come. If life got a pie, then I once missed some. One slice, that's right, man, it's hard to earn. But don't give me nothing that I didn't deserve.
There's a war going on inside. Do I let it go or do I let it ride? There's a war going on inside. Why go left when I wanna do right? There's a war going on inside. Life starts to slip, I start to slide. There's a war going on inside. Do the right thing and everything will be tied.
I was put in rough spots to show me pain. Appreciate life, sunshine, and rain. To know good times, sometimes be strained. Call on the Lord, don't be so vain. Every name in the name that'll save your life. Only one died for me was Jesus Christ. Sometimes I do wrong, sometimes I do right. I still gotta pray to be shown that light. And grow every day to become that man. Like the man in my life that wasn't my dad. I was blessed to have a lot of love this long. What didn't kill me, it made me strong. Live and get grown, some cats ain't making. New kids on the block, they lives get taken. Ain't no mistaking, trouble to come fast. Always remember this too shall pass. Miss you, Mom.
There's a war going on inside. Do I let it go or do I let it ride? There's a war going on inside. Why go left when I wanna do right? There's a war going on inside. Life starts to slip, I start to slide. There's a war going on inside. Do the right thing and everything will be tied.
It's hard in the hood to find good and bad. It's sad in my life, good stood, I'm glad. I had a lot of favor that kept me up. My big mama said that's just my luck. What up? I ain't perfect, a freak at times. If you don't believe me, just check my rhymes. In times I had to change, rearrange my sound. Got two little girls looking at me now. Had to turn it around. Haters remember it, Supreem grew up. Then they call me a hypocrite. There's a difference as I reminisce. Had to grow fast, blow past my nemesis. A sign of maturity, silent minority. I had to do something, being stupid was born me. Is God ignoring me when times get tough? Or showing me patience to wake me up? Wake up.
Hi, everyone. We're back from a great break. I hope you enjoyed the videos from Supreem, the Rezarekta. Before we move on to some of his future projects, and also in a way that you can communicate with Supreem, we just wanted to close out with going over what's really happening in the hip hop and in the rap world. And I ran across, as I had mentioned earlier, a sentence from KRS-One where he said, so while we absolutely need to have people asking more from hip hop, we also need to make sure that people know the difference between the art that's being watered down for marketing purposes and also seeing to it that we make sure that it evolves and remain relevant. Okay, more than just doing this for the consumer, you know, keeping our messages fresh. You do that when you write,
Right.
But also comparing this to what's happening in Europe. I mean, Europe is hip hop crazy.
Yeah, they appreciate our artists from the 90s and the 80s. Those guys over there working. Like you couldn't have you gotta have an old school back to the 90s show here. But over there they treat it like gods, you know what I'm saying? Like they're treated like the people, they're hip hop icons, they're legends. Karis One does a lot of his shows overseas. He won't come over here because the people over here don't want to pay him. They don't think he's worth nothing. You think about somebody that they considered the father of something, but he ain't worth nothing. Like if Prince was alive, Prince still get respected as Prince.
Wherever he goes.
You know what I mean? Wherever he goes. Even I think he's making more money dead than he is alive. Michael Jackson the same way. Elvis, the king. He still call Elvis the king. The Grateful Dead still travel around with the singer is not even alive. But the people still sell out the shows to come. But in rap, once you hit 30, it's over in America. And it's crazy. This is the most backwards. We eat our older. Because none of us is old. The rap is only 40 years old, if that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you still got the Rolling Stones who could sell out stadiums at 75 and 8. One of them look like they're on oxygen. But he is playing his drums, and he's respected as one of Rolling Stones still do, reports as Ringo Starr, one of the greatest drummers. Paul McCartney still commands $3 to $4 million to play a festival. You give a Big Daddy Kane $5,000 because you don't feel he's worth more than Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap is no disrespect to nobody in the new generation, but you gotta learn to love where you come from.
Sure.
As anybody, any culture, if you don't love where you come from and you don't appreciate it, you get a cat. I have nothing against new music, but you get a guy on somewhere that says Biggie Small and Tupac is overrated. That should never even come out your mouth as a new artist. You should have learned, even if you're not familiar with them because you're 19 or something, you should at least, let me look into them.
And respect.
I gotta respect them because if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no me, period.
On that note, I want you to, how can they contact you?
You can get in touch with me at, everything for Supreem is at the website, supreemandthenewexperience.com, and that's SUPREEM and thenewexperience.com. That's everything, all my social media, or you can catch Facebook and everything. But everything else is Supreem the Rezarekta, and that's SUPREEM the Rezarekta, and that's spelled crazy, but hopefully the Rezarekta and Supreem DR.
Thank you for coming today, okay?
Appreciate you.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any additional information, you can always go to happyfeetdancer.com and be sure to check out Supreem the Rezarekta on Facebook. Thank you.
When you the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. When you the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. When you the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. Hey, I like your shape. I like your shape. Whoa, your pretty toes hanging out of your flip flops. Bad banging body, baby girl, you get props. The queen of the shake, meet the king of funk rock. Making high brackets that'll make your rump drop. Your bubble so big like a shot with Botox. Wobble so fast like your body's a robot. Move it all around, let me see that thing pop. Back it up, baby, let it go like slingshots. The queen of the wobble, I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. I like your shape. I like your shape. Queen of the wobble, I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. I like your shape. I like your shape. I'm trying to holler 'cause you caught my eye, boo. Dancing all hot and I'm right behind you. Hey, you like the grind? Well, I like the grind too. Wiggling and wobbling, your body's designed to. Work it out, baby, where the heck they find you? After the dance, I'ma make your mind boo. Wind it down and have a real good time too. Ain't a lot of cats that can do it like I do. The queen of the wobble, I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble, I like your shape. I like your shape.